We're standing on the shop floor right now. We're looking in the background, and I see one guy working. If you would have came here 2 years ago, there was 26 guys working here. They're working hard. You look at all my shop floor space, there's a little bit of steel. Those are extra drops. There's no new steel for no new work. The only work that we're doing is we're doing restoration work on the Sullivan Center, which is located on State Street, downtown Chicago. It's old cast iron work. The machine you hear humming, that there machine's a Lincoln SA200, vintage 1937. It's a very old welding machine. It works very well, and we're using that old machine to repair that old cast iron. Business is horrible. We've been losing. We're not bleeding. We're hemorrhaging. We're not bitching and whining, but we're doing what I was taught by my immigrant ancestors. You just suck it in and tough it out. You know, when I took over the helm at Butler Street Foundry, Uncle Bud told me, he says, kid, he says, we made it through 2 world wars, a depression, and a bunch of fights in between. And I hope you don't fuck this up. And the Uncle Bud, I know you're dead, and I'm sure you're out there listening, because I believe in ghosts. And you know I'm not fucking this up, that this is just a byproduct of the economy. But I promise you, Bud, I'm gonna suck it in and I'm gonna tough it out just like you told me to do. And I'm gonna figure a way to get through this. And and I don't want no charity. I wouldn't mind a little help, but I don't want no charity. And all I want is opportunities to make things better. Just like my workers that work with me, they want opportunities, and that's all we want. We don't want nothing for free. We don't want a free ride. Just give us some opportunities. Send us some order. That's all.
I think Butler Street is special. I think its history and the history of the processes that we're using makes sense at Butler Street. Its location in Bridgeport. The fact that the company started in 1891. John Lamonica actually gave us a small ingot that was produced at the last melt of their foundry. Most metals, you don't know how old it actually is, because since man started using metal, we've always remelted what's already been made, whether it was a war occurred. We took this piece of iron that was being used as a farm implement and we remelted it and made a sword, or we took this bronze statue and we recast it and we made a cannon. We've learned every step of the process. As an artist, we don't really have the financial means to set up making our work that way, so we've learned how to take it from point A to point Z, and have learned all the other steps in between so that we can have our art come into fruition.
Don't be afraid of change. Change is going to happen. Don't fight it. Embrace it and walk with it and be a part of it and make it a positive change.